David, difficult night here at Dixon Park. Sum up the 3-2 win here over Ballyclare Comrades.
Obviously, pleased to go through. Of course, it's important that we stay in competitions. We picked a strong team tonight. There was no sort of kids in and around tonight. We went with the squad that we trust. And again, you probably flattered to deceive. We went the goal behind, made the mistake. We got into the game, missed numerous opportunities in the first half. And then we found ourselves basically, I wouldn't say chasing the game, but we found ourselves in a scrap in a game. And we spoke about before the game about Ballyclare lost heavily on Saturday, so there was going to be some sort of response, and they got the response, credit to them. But we found a way just about.
Chris McKee picking up the winning goal tonight, coming on off the bench. Good sub from yourself then.
Yeah, again, it's probably a fortunate one. You know, Chris has played, I think he started nearly every game this year so far, so you wanted to give other people opportunities. Fitzy played a little bit longer than, again, we probably hoped tonight. Joel coming on, getting his goal, that was a brilliant strike. But the moment, again, we put numerous balls into the box, and when you look and you see somebody like Chris there, you always feel as if, you know, he can give you that added incentive, the added know-how of being in and around, and, you know, when the ball comes in, redirect it into the corner, headed it where it came from, and it was an important goal.
Callum Thompson coming on off the bench there tonight, another young lad from the academy. Tell the fans a little bit about him.
KT is an exceptional talent. He's been in and around only for the probably the age barrier last year, where he couldn't step up to the under-20s. He would have been in and around a little bit closer. But again, he's played 2 or 3 times already for the 20s. He's played 18s consistently last year. He's a youth international. He's grown into his body, he's grown into his frame. But talent-wise, you've seen little bits tonight, little clippets. Probably should have been down maybe later in the game when there was a leg hanging, but again, probably his inexperience, naivety didn't sort of find that, and his, you know, the quality he has, he probably thought he could still go around him and sort of get something to happen. But wonderful talent, brilliant young player. He was up here in pre-season when we played him. He was carrying an ox, so we didn't get the opportunity to use him. So I congratulated him on his debut, and I would imagine going forward there'll be hopefully plenty more game time with Linfield.
Free week now on Saturday, then moving on now to the huge game now against Larne so early on in the season. Your thoughts on that upcoming match?
Yeah, looking forward to it. Again, it's been well documented, the success of Larne of recent, winning league titles, progressing through European group stages. So we know that it's going to be a huge game for us so early in the season. But if we maximise what we have, we'll certainly not fall short in our preparation for the game. We've already had a look at Larne previously, so we know the expectation level, certainly at home. We'll need to go out 100%, given, work hard, do the basics well, and when given hopefully the opportunities that we've created over the last 2-3 games, that we're clinical and decisive in taking them.
There's been a lot made of our start being so far in front in the league so far this season. Tiernan Lynch came out there and says that we're favourites to win the league. Your thoughts on his comments on that?
Listen, you know, sometimes when you're on that sort of riding the wave of you know, the success that they're on, sometimes things can get a little bit probably misquoted. Of course, you know, I think it's too early for mind games. It's too early for me to get involved in that. We take one game at a time, and certainly our next game now, we look forward to the challenge of Larne. And if Tiernan says that we're going to be favourites, I would like him to be saying that maybe March or April, maybe next year.
Well, congratulations on the win tonight, and the best of luck in the next round.
Cheers, Stuart.